Hello, it's Tina Lehman of Blue Sky Thinking. Welcome to Blue Sky Thoughts. Today's episode is about the relationship between joy and grief. Grief can show up in our lives like a shout. It can show up like a scream. It can show up like a whisper. It can come at us in a wave. It can literally pummel us in waves. And we have a difficult time catching our breath. And this is the time to honor the heart and honor the breath. And we can do this by placing both of our hands over our heart, just like this. And we're going to breathe into the heart as if it is the only place that your breath can go. You're breathing into the heart for a count of 5. And you are exhaling for a count of 5 with the sound of ha. And ha is the healing sound of the heart. Ha. So let's practice this together 3 times. Here we go. Inhaling for 5. You might be experiencing grief at the moment. You might be grieving for our country. You might be grieving for the planet. You might be grieving for a loved one. You might be grieving the loss for yourself. Sometimes we lose ourselves in relationships. You may be grieving the times you've abandoned yourself. And you may be grieving the loss of joy. You may have no idea what brings you joy, and that's okay. That's why we're here. When grief comes, it's essential to honor it and to allow it to be. And we can honor the grief by creating a ritual and simply allowing it to be. However, grief has a tendency to have a really deep hold on us sometimes. And so it's a dance. It's a dance. We're allowing it to be, and we are feeling it. You gotta feel it to heal it, right? We're feeling it, we're allowing it to be. We're honoring it, and at the same time, we're witnessing it. We're witnessing grief. Grief has a tendency to keep us in the past, and joy keeps us very present. So in a past episode, I had mentioned thinking of 10 things that bring you joy. So for me, it's singing and dance and swimming. You make your list, and during these dark times, when you're in it, you're in the hole, you bring out this joy map, and you look at it and you say, yeah, no, I don't feel like dancing today. No, I don't. This isn't gonna work. Okay. Reading a poem by Rumi, reading The Guest House, yeah, I'll do that. And so you're slowly taking your power back that sometimes grief takes away. Yeah, I'll read myself a poem. So the joy map is very important. Yes. thinking greater than we feel is essential. And I want to introduce you to lung 1. So here's your collarbone, right? And then a couple inches, we're just going to do this actually. And right here is lung 1. And this is where all of our stuck emotions hide out. It's called the letting go point. And we can just rub this, just massage this area. So any grief, any sadness that we have that's stuck, it will be living here in lung 1. And look at this power we have, people. We just massage this and we breathe. And we allow it to release. I learned this from the truly talented and brilliant Stephen Washington. Stephen is my Pilates and Qigong instructor. I highly recommend you check out the Stephen Washington experience. Stephen created a class designed to process grief. And I believe it was when his uncle passed, around the same time that I lost my dad to the pandemic. He has an amazing library of meditations and classes and Qigong. That is on my joy map for sure. I practice Qigong every day, and when I don't, I feel it. My friend Kimberly Robbie has a channel on YouTube as well called A Brief on Grief. I highly recommend that you check that out. And I was thinking this morning about how joy keeps us present, and how joy creates resilience. And I was thinking about a Buddhist expression, Buddhist teaching that I love. Light must come from inside. We cannot ask the darkness to leave. We simply need to turn on the light. And the light is joy. And we have the choice to choose joy and turn on the light. I hope you found this helpful. I thank you for tuning in to the Blue Sky Thoughts. Thank you for subscribing and sharing this with friends. See you next episode.